Alright, we are back for game number 2 in this best of 3 between Franklin High School and Hazen. My name is Joshua Fecas Quest. Before we get too far into this game, do want to give a shout out to our sponsors. Twitch, the largest video game broadcasting and chat community. That is also Newegg would be our sponsor as well. The leading online retailer for computer hardware and software. Rocket and MSI, producing innovative, high-performance, high-quality products for today's ambitious gamers. Jinx Apparel, Loot Crate, and Tespa. And take it from me, MSI, pretty awesome. I've had 2 motherboards from them. My current machine has that. Really digging MSI. Pretty awesome stuff. Back to the video game at hand here. Gonna switch around the icons. Oh my god, that's what is that? Right, that's a top lane fizz. Alright, Infinity Death walking into a Scythe of Death from Based. It's not quite, I guess it's really not quite strong enough to be a Scythe of Death. It's still pretty early. No Q from Hecker, I'm gonna kill anybody yet. Alright, so yeah, not too much happening right now, just the line of scrimmage being drawn, wards being thrown out, summoners being disconnected, the usual sort of thing. Based is reconnecting though. So there you go. The situation's taking care of itself. I probably should have ran a 60-second commercial. I will avoid doing that right now for the sake of the game. I am going to zoom out a little bit. I really like these aerial views. I like these overhead views a little bit more. I can't really say overhead because I'm not like directly overhead, but I like these action shots from the sky kind of thing. There's actually some really cool things I'll tell you about that later, actually. I don't want to give out my idea because you guys might steal it. I know how you guys are. Anyways, Yar, he's on the Kog'Maw this time around. Sweet Genius. Going with a little bit more of a defensive mid laner with the Lulu, which is surprising because he took Ignite, and I don't really picture Ignite working too well with a mid lane Lulu, especially against somebody as long-ranged as a Kog'Maw. Because this Lulu, I mean, yeah, you have a lot of damage, but you don't really have like an extraordinary amount of kill potential. So, I don't really agree with the Ignite so much on Sweet Genius. I like the cleanse better when he was a Zir. Let's see how that one turns out. Citaran, Citaran. I'm going to call him Citaran. I think I'm going to call him Citaran. I know I should have contemplated this last game, but I did not. This is that binding is all I'm trying to get at, really. Yar. Vomit all over the minions. And I don't know if any of you have ever been vomited on by a Voidling, but you can't really get out of that. Your skin actually melts off, but these are champions. See, we're just the summoners. I'll talk about it later. Infinity Death, he's coming around. He's going to just submarine himself below a flash from Yuff. Interesting to note, Yuff and not Hamsap is supporting Ring a Bell this time around. So, I mean, mission accomplished. Got a summoner out of Yuff, the support for Hazen High School this time around. Let's see if Franklin can have a dominating early to mid game like they did last game. It was quite entertaining to watch. Sweet Genius and Yar both chugging up their respective sustaining items, I should say. Yar drinking from the bottle. Sweet Genius. I don't know if he drank from the bottle or he ate from the oven, but it is a may. No matter the situation, he is going to try to sustain through that. Vanishing Dragon does miss his second part of Playful Tricksters. I guess he can't really hit the Playful part, but he did miss the Trickster. He still gets quite a bit of damage on Fugis, and that's one of the things about Fizz. He just has high base stats in the first place, so he's going to dish out damage even if he hits it or not. Regardless, it still gets him into position to hit other things like Seastone Trident. Based needs to be careful. He is running out onto Yar, uses him as a little bit of a gap closer as well. He's going to be slowed. There's a flash coming out from Infinity Death, knocks up Base. Sweet Genius is there, pounding onto Infinity Death. There's Ignite going down. It's going to make me eat my words because the Ignite actually picked up first kill for Sweet Genius onto Infinity Death. And that is going to be huge for Sweet Genius because I think now he has... Well, he has red buff. He doesn't have double buffs. He has red buff, which is still pretty annoying whenever you're playing against a Lulu because of her little Pix help. Or Pix. It's not called Pix help. It is Pix help, but the ability is called Pix help. But it is a Pix! It is not called Pix help. Submit. He's going to be taken down a little bit low here, below half health. Needs to be careful. There's a Dark Binding missing from Sidoran. I'll call him Sidoran. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Submit. He's going to be taken down quite a little bit more. He does have Flash and Heal up. There's a nice Dark Binding onto Ring a Bell, along with the Flame Choppers. Isn't going to be enough. There's a Flash coming out from Submit and Ring a Bell. Sidoran picks up the kill. Submit gets excited, chasing on to Yuff. Gets the kill because there's no Flash from Yuff, thanks to Infinity Deaths earlier. Investing in the future with that bottom lane gank. Infinity Deaths not picking up an assist, but Submit and Sidoran do get the lane control now. Gonna come up hard on the CS, push in the wave more than likely, go back. I think he'll have, yeah, he has more than enough for a BF sword, so he'll have the item advantage and power in that bot lane. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Infinity Deaths, he's spotted out. I don't think they want to tower dive. Really? They're going to tower dive. Okay, they're going to tower dive a Fizz here. Level 5 Fizz is a level 6 Fugis, so he does have Gnar ultimate, and he throws him against the wall, picking up a kill. Infinity Deaths, very nicely played. Never mind. Meanwhile, though, Base is in the top lane. Is he going to be able to pick up Fuge? Fuge does flash out. Infinity Deaths stopping Base with... Oh, that was... Oh, boy. All right, well, the knockup did not stop him because Fuge just decided to go back in. And that was level 6 for Base anyways, so he has Onslaught of Shadows. May want to use it here if Vanishing Dragon get in with the teleport. But nothing going to happen. Playful Trick should not use. Infinity Deaths gets out. Wait, hold it. You trickster. That's supposed to be Fizz's job. Prey Seeker not going to do the job here. It does delay him from going out. Is he going to try to hit another one? I don't know about this. He takes 2 turret shots, and now he's like really low. He's going to kind of do a playful trickster of his own, more like playful tunnels, and get out of harm's way. So very well played by Infinity Deaths, and for what it's worth, keeping Base from going back, kind of causing him a little bit of annoyance, but also that lets everyone know that Base is in the top lane, and he was there for an extra 10 to 15 seconds. Pretty huge. That allows Yar. He's doing quite a bit of damage over to Sweet Genius now. Especially not having to worry about Base coming to gank him either. A little bit of damage going in the top lane. Fugis getting the better half of the trades right now. Fugis is going the more tanky route so far, though he may be going into a Frozen Mallet. Well, I'm pretty sure Gnar is like the only person to properly build Frozen Mallet on. Some could argue Teemo is, but I mean, I think no matter how you build Teemo, it's wrong. So, I mean, Frozen Mallet, more than likely going to be picked up for Fugis unless he decides to build that into something super tanky. But right now, I mean, I don't think Hazen is pushing far. Well, hold on. We have a Chum of the Waters going down on a Fugis. He's not going to be Mega Gnar anytime soon. He hops out, but still taking out Vanishing Dragon, picking up that kill with the Playful Trickster. And that was just very well timed, very well management of the Gnar bar coming out from Vanishing Dragon, manipulating it, knowing that it was down and the kill pressure was down as well for Fugis. His teleport's down too, so that's going to be a huge, huge wave going out, going down in the favor of Vanishing Dragon. Oh, Dark Binding not going to land on a Ring of Bell. Sweet Genius. A little bit of damage onto him. Not too much here. Pretty even in the mid lane. 73 CS to 73 CS. And Yar, I think he's fine with that. I think Yar is fine with that. This is the second champion he's picked that... Oh, wow. Nice dodge by Yuff. Second champion Yar is picked in the mid lane that wants to take advantage of the Tear of the Goddess stack. So he's just stacking that up as much as possible. I think he's completely fine going even as that is pretty much a win as far as a Kog'Maw is concerned. With somebody so immobile, you're usually vulnerable to ganks, and like I said, well, hold on, Infinity Death coming in from the back lines. No Dark Binding, well, there is a knockup on Ring-a-Bell. Is it going to be enough? There is Soul Shackles, I should say, landing onto Ring-a-Bell, but it's not going to be enough. Super Mega Death Rocket is up, but I don't think the travel time is going to deal enough damage to Ring-a-Bell to actually kill him. So I thought that was a good opportunity that was missed. And meanwhile, in the top lane, speaking of good opportunities, nice ultimate coming out from Fugis, along with the Womp and Q combo. I think it was called Wallop, actually. Either way, combo coming out from Fugis, doing quite a bit of damage onto Vanishing Dragons. Vanishing Dragon, that is a singular dragon. There's not two dragons or more. Yar getting quite a bit of damage put onto him, but more return. My goodness, the damage from AP Cog is incredible. Cannot underestimate him, but the reach coming out from Lulu really helping out there. And she does have that blue buff, so going to be able to throw out the Glitter Lances as often as possible. He's gonna be caught out in his, well, Infinity Dust's jungle. Gonna be caught out invading. The Sweet Genius is here to back him up. There is no Wild Growth though. Cidoran, now he's in the mid lane. Can they make something happen here? Are the Soul Shackles up? They are not, but the Dark Binding is. It misses. He gets knocked up still. Fugis is here. His Narbar is almost at the red. Not quite though. He's gonna try to get him down. Yeah, slows him with the boomerang. Is it going to be enough? There's the Ignite going down onto Infinity Dust. No, Sweet Genius does pick up that kill. Meanwhile, Fugis returning the kill. So that's jungler for jungler right now. Mid lane picking up Infinity Death. Top lane picking up Based for Haven and Franklin, respectively. Hazen, I should say. Not Haven. Hazen, respectively. So a little bit of a sloppy coordination from both sides, I would say. But nicely recovered again from both sides. And yeah, this Ignite picking up both kills for Sweet Genius. So, I'm wrong. It happens. Ring-a-Bell. Just going to spell shield the Flame Choppers, but cannot spell shield the Zap following it up. So it gets quite a bit of damage onto Ring-a-Bell. Had one more rocket landed, maybe a Super Mega Death Rocket would have came out. Wait a second, Ring-a-Bell. He's just kind of standing there. He got hit with a Prey Seeker. He's just, he's trying to, he's still noticed. Just trying to keep the sonar from happening. On the hunt and Flash coming out. Here comes Teleport from Vanishing Dragon. Chum of the Waters is flashed away from, and this is going to be a 3v4 right now, but a Teleport does come in from Fugis, making it a 4v4. Yuff is going to fall to Fugis, and now, yeah, that was a bad positioning from Vanishing Dragon. He's going to fall, giving a kill over to Submit, and now there's a double kill coming up from Fugis. Shades of the last game, where he teleported, picked up a double kill, and Franklin ended up getting the first dragon of the game. So Fugis showed twice now. He knows when to teleport and capitalize on the most advantageous of situations. So very, very well played by Fugis. Cidoran is going to force the Wild Growth out of Sweet Genius, but I think he's going to go down. Yeah, he had no flash. Yar picking up that kill. Base needs to be careful. Needs to gallop away out of there, and actually onslaughts the shadows out of there. That's not how you want to use your onslaught of shadows. That usually spells kind of a bad situation for you. But he is 2-1-2 right now with quite a CS lead on Infinity Death. He's not doing so bad. He has 2 levels up on Infinity Death right now, so he's like I said, not doing bad. He uses the onslaught of shadows defensively, but it's not really telling of how he's playing this game. Alright, so the Infinity Edge is picked up for Submit. Ring-a-Bell still has quite a bit to go. That's enough for the Cloak of Agility, but still out of reach of the Infinity Edge main item. So let's see what happens here. Both teams just trying to get some ward coverage right now. Here comes a Void Rush. Infinity Dust is down there. Let's see, he does go under the tower. There's On the Hunt coming out, I should say. Almost said Onslaught of Shadows. On the Hunt coming is blown out, though. And that's another thing. You don't want to use On the Hunt defensively either. Because that's a huge engage, especially when you team it with a Fizz and a Hecarim. Yar, he's taking quite a bit of command in that mid lane. He is down a kill, but he is up in gold. Not too much, but he's starting to get there. Not too much happening here. Fugis, is he going to be caught out? He is Mega Gnar, so he has quite a bit of stats. There's Chilling Smite going down onto him. Yar is there. Fugis is going to go down. Shutdown going over to base. Yar cannot dish out enough damage. Pick that one up. Lunchtime going over to Yar. He gets eaten up. Nice barrier. Going to negate a lot of the damage. And now Vanishing Dragon is taking up a lot of this turret. But Yar does go down. As a Canteen Surprise, going to be able to pick it up. Doesn't matter. Oh, actually it does. Picks up Yuff at least in the mid lane. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Ring of Bell falling. So both bot laners falling in two separate lanes, believe it or not. It looks like that maybe... No, it's not going to be mid lane turret going down. Stupid Mega Death Rocket scoring a field goal that is technically 3 points on the side of Franklin High School. For anybody who's familiar with Americana football. See, Dragon should be up pretty soon. Vanishing Dragon gonna go to the top lane, push the wave a little bit here. Does have the blue buff on his side, so Chum of the Waters is over halfway on cooldown. Not a very long cooldown in the first place. Submit looks like he may be taking the bot lane turret right now. Ring a Bell making his way back to the lane, but not going to happen. Actually, Submit, what are you doing, buddy? Don't go back. You get extra gold if you're in the presence of the turret, bro! Alright, well, he's going to go back, miss out on some gold. Doesn't think he needs it. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Infinity Dust, he's getting taken down quite low. He actually gets taken down at all together. Base picking up that kill. Onslaught of Shadows going on to Fugis. My goodness. The Q procs from Base. So much damage. And this is why it was stolen away in this game. Base, he's going to show him, hey, you played a top lane Hecarim. I'll show you a jungle Hecarim, bro. He's doing quite a bit of damage. Has his Sheen. Does not have the Triforce yet. Has a Sheen in the Phage. Almost there. Has also the dagger. Goes into his Zeal. So that's a turret in the top lane. Taken down. Yuff dodges away from the Flame Choppers. Yar needs to be careful. He has quite a bit of damage going down onto Sweet Genius, but it's returned there. There's the Wild Growth coming out. And this may be a mid lane turret going down. Submit. He is able to take down these turrets very quickly. The minion wave is not going to be there in his favor at this moment. Another minion wave on the way, though. And man, Kagamas can clear waves so fast, especially with the Jinx and with the Pow Pow. I think it's the Rocket, the Fish Bones. I think that's what it's called. One Voidoos and then Fish Bones Rocket to the back line or even front line, and those minion waves are done. Alright, buffs being taken. Where's the Franklin Principal Victory interview, Prowler asks. Well, Prowler, we don't know if Franklin really won, so, or really wins. Hazen still has a chance here. It's a pretty close game. Only 1k gold separates these two teams right now. That health bar went down on Sweet Genius, I should say. But the back was not interrupted, but doesn't matter. Dragon is going to be up in about 1 second. Infinity Dust is in the area. He's not having the greatest of game on this Rek'Sai. 0-3-6 down in CS compared to Based, who is 5-1-2 with the Triforce completed. This may be... Well, actually, it looks like... Is Franklin going to be able to pick up this? Yeah, it does get the smite off. So that has a second Dragon taken for Franklin High School. Yar, he's just going to go back to the mid lane here. He has his Luden's Echo up. or has Luden's Echo completed, I should say, so he's going to be clearing waves even more now. Fuges might be catching out Based and Vanishing Dragon. There's Onslaught of Shadows coming back in. Based, he's going really low on health. Yar, he's freaking strong, guys. Do not underestimate him. Gets locked down by the wall, picked up by Fuges. Super Mega Death Rocket whiffing. Vanishing Dragon does pick up a kill on a Ceterin, but Yar still there, full health almost, throwing out those ultimates relentlessly. Oh, there's Yuff. He's going to go down. Submit one more rocket will do it. He gets excited. Flame Chopper's coming in huge there, locking down the Janna. Is that going to be Baron? Yeah, it looks like, okay, never mind, hold on here. Looks like Franklin is going to go over to the Baron. And this is the beautiful thing about a Jinx, is that you can take down a Baron very quickly, but Vanishing Dragon is there. Does not have Chum of the Waters. Infinity Death, he's getting taken down very low. Needs to be careful. He's going to get some health regen. There comes On the Hunt from Ring a Bell. It's actually stolen! Stolen by Vanishing Dragon. So, Baron does go over to Hazen High School. My God, and that was huge for them. They're still down at gold, but they definitely have a huge power swing in their favor now. So it looks like Yar going to rely on the wave clear to try to push these waves back, and with the empowered minions, I should say, it's going to be harder for him to wave clear. There's still quite a bit of potential on the side of Hazen as far as wave clear goes. But man, nice steal coming out from Vanishing Dragon, my God. It's a little too early to get the Baron to secure it quickly enough. There's only an Infinity Edge completed on the side of Submit. He has Zeal, but it's not enough right now. And I think if it were just a little bit later, had Franklin decided to push a turret instead, like specifically top turret, it's the only outer turret left for Franklin or Hazen High School. Had they decided to pick up a turret, it'd be a completely different game right now. But Hazen, they took advantage of a bad situation, and yeah, they're playing it very well right now. They still have Baron buff on them side. They need on their side. They need to do something with it. I mean, no matter what, they still get the gold, so that is always helpful. Vanishing Dragon back to that top lane. He does have teleport, but so does Fuges. Vanishing Dragon, those 2 levels ahead of Fuges, which is very surprising considering Fuges has 6 kills on his side. But there's so much split push coming out from Vanishing Dragon, not to mention he's the one that took the Baron. That's a lot of experience going over to Vanishing Dragon also. So, keeping up in levels and passing Fuges right now despite his early game. Going a little awry. Vanishing Dragon did not have the greatest early game, and Fuges has actually shown a lot of early game potential in both these games. He's shown that he, like I said, it's a teleports. He really knows when to teleport, where to teleport, and how. I've only seen him mess up one teleport, and it was in a team fight in the late game of game number 1. So let's see how everything is played out here. Baron is almost gone for Hazen High School. Not quite the dominant early game that Franklin had last time, so they're not able to establish as much vision control. And actually, neither team has that much vision in the jungle of the enemy team. So, it's almost on a neutral playing ground right now. The gold lead is negligible. Turrets are in the favor of Franklin High School, only by 1 though. And of course they do have 2 dragons. The next dragon is going to be up in a minute 15 seconds. We'll see what happens here. Ceterin, he needs to be careful. There's a nice spell shield coming out from Ring a Bell, and along with the Scrying Orb, not going to chase onto that one. Had he blown his On the Hunt, probably could have picked up that kill, but may have given his life for the team fight pressure as well. So Here comes the vision game. This will be the dance around the dragon that's going to happen in 40 seconds. Actually, kind of happen now with all the vision control right now. Let me say right now again. That'll be really good for this cast. Pings coming out from Franklin High School, showing where the boards are going down from Hazen. Sutteran. Thank you, Psycho Pie. I don't know if I should take your advice on that one. I'm skeptical. I'll say Sutteran. I don't really see it, considering there's an eye there, but maybe he knows something I don't. Not surprising, if that's the case. Dragon is up. Wards being cleared by Hazen. Can they take their first dragon of the game right now? Teleport coming out. And there is... Who's the dragon going to go over to? Dragon goes over to base. That is Hazen. They pick up the first dragon, but is the team fight going to go their way? There's Sweet Genius being taken down. Submit is low, though. He gets a double kill. Doesn't matter. Ring a bell. Is it going to be enough? No. Triple kill actually being picked up by Submit. And now, Vanishing Dragon, only one left on the side of Hazen. And that is a clean ace pentakill coming out from Submit. My God, I actually missed the quadra. But yeah, nice pentakill being picked up by Submit. Clean ace. And that is going to be a turret picked up in the mid lane. Pronounce that Afghan. Sitteran. Very nicely, nice soul shackles coming out from Sitteran in... I was saying it right the first time. Piss off. Anyway. Nice soul shackles coming out from Sitteran. Submit. Also very nice pentakill. Taking advantage. Nice positioning. Almost went down. He had a blinking health bar. He back to that Vamp Scepter coming in huge for Submit. Able to get some crits and lifesteal off of that. So really helping him out in that game. That team fight. Had he not had that Vamp Scepter, pretty sure that would not have been a pentakill. And okay, so pentakills always good, of course. You know, you want a pentakill, but for more reasons than just putting your team ahead. It also mentally tilts the enemy team. Because what do you... Okay, think about it. When you're in solo queue, what do you think of whenever your enemy team gets a pentakill? When a pentakill goes across the screen and that godforsaken announcer just yells it across the screen, enemy pentakill. That's exactly what Hazen is facing right now. They have to listen to that lady scream. And this is where, in the top lane, I'm going to talk about this real quick. This is where the Frozen Mallet really comes in handy. On the hunt, goes popped by Ring Bell. Doesn't even matter. Boomerang and Frozen Mallet keeping her locked down. My God. So Franklin taking advantage of their lead and just shoving it hard now. They didn't need the Baron. They don't even need the Dragon earlier. They got the pentakill. They got the towers. And now they have the power. Whew. Franklin. Well, they're going to be cheeky here. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to blow their cover. Submit walks out. The Infinity Death knocks up base. Onslaught of Shadows is not up. Is it up? Is it up? It is up. It's used defensively. Yuff. He's going to go down. Eventually. No, he's not. Yuff actually makes it out. Never mind. My God. Okay. Super Mega Deathstrike whiffing from a mile away. Never mind. Yuff going to go down. Infinity Death gets knocked up. Gets taken down. Eaten by the Void Monster. Meanwhile, Vanishing Dragon on Submit. This is who you want to be on when you're a Fizz. But you are there now to retaliate. Bloodthirster coming in huge for Submit, but not huge enough. There's a shutdown going to Vanishing Dragon because of the burning red buff. Oh my gosh. So, 2 for 1 all around. Submit taken down. And that's who you really need to take down if you are on the side of Hazen, because, yes, Submit on Jinx at this level. Static Shiv, Bloodthirster, and Infinity Edge. Huge tower pusher. A lot of power behind the Pow Pow. And a lot of attack speed coming behind that as well. Oh, my voice going out a little bit. But Baron is up. Minions are pushing in the top lane in favor of Franklin High School. Infinity Death just going to burrow back into the mid lane. Sweet Genius. Not having the greatest of games. 2-3-4. Actually, Ring a Bell, I hadn't even noticed. Ring a Bell is actually not doing well at all. 0-5-0. Not helped out his team in any kills. Zero kill participation on the side of his own team. But, you know, almost a quarter of the kill participation on the side of the enemy team, which is not what you want to do. I see what you did there, Prowler. No, very true. And you know, Freak tweeted... Hold on, we have a Void Rush coming in. Never mind. Freak tweeted that he wasn't even sick. Freak was just having voice issues, but I don't know. I kind of am too, and I feel it, but it's alright. We'll keep going. And if it's a game number 3, by God, I'll just pause and I'll get some water. Something I don't have right now, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, Ring a Bell not doing so hot right now. Especially, I mean, into your counterpart, Submit. 9, 1, and 4. 3 big items. 4 if you count the boots, if you want to consider that a big item. On an ADC, I don't consider that a big item because eventually, if you get to a full item build, you actually sell those boots and get a Zephyr. So I don't even consider boots a last item build, a big item build. So Hazen. They're in a very sticky situation right now. Dragon's going to be up in 50 seconds. Baron is up right now. Franklin engaging on the Baron over a ward from Hazen. So Hazen has full knowledge of it. And they back off. Oh, here comes Talisman Ascension popped. It's actually just to get away, though. Franklin... Or no. Franklin... it wasn't to get away. Just nothing happened, so I thought it was to get away. I actually thought it was... Yuff's Talisman Ascension, but is it still up? That was... Cidoran's Talisman Ascension. So Dragon up. This will be the 3rd Dragon of the game for Franklin High School. Let's see if they can take it out on the hunt. Every ultimate is up right now, so if there were a time to team fight, here comes On the Hunt, and here's the Talisman Ascension popped, also based. He gets knocked up. There's Onslaught of Shadows going to the back line. Cidoran does fall before Soul Shackles was used. Base falls, though. Submit, he's not even touched. Submit's in the back line with Yar, destroying this team. Affinity Dust, he has enough tankiness to survive and be a front line. So, Submit, Yar, not even touched in that team fight. Very well played by Franklin, despite losing 2-1. And there's a flash from Sweet Genius along with a Ignite onto Infinity Death. Is it going to be enough? Now, no front line, but do they even need it now? Submit, he gets taken down. Yar picks up a kill in the back lines, and actually a double kill with his ultimate onto Ring a Bell. Ring a Bell finally picked up 2 kills, and that is going to be Dragon picked up in the end for Franklin High School. 3 for 3, I believe, overall was the score. Nicely played by Franklin on both times. And that was also a nice re-engage by Hazen. But the power from Yar and Submit is just so much. And now Submit actually picked up a Quicksilver Sash. He's going to be so hard to lock down. He's going to be able to position himself so well in these team fights. So much like he's done this entire game. Also a pickaxe picked up by him as well. Looks like he may be going for the Infinity Edge. Not Infinity Edge. The Blast Whisperer finally. As he is facing 2 Frozen Hearts on the side of Hazen. They are doing very well building against him. Trying to neutralize the Pow Pow and neutralize the power. Yuff, he's caught out. Chilling Smite goes out along with the Soul Shackles. Is it going to be enough? No, not too much damage. Super Death Rocket picking up the kill for Submit from the back lines. Way in the back lines. Actually a clear across the jungle. It's a nice kill picked up by Submit. There you go. Submit, you're doing well, dude. Baron is up here. They don't have a Janna on the side of Hazen. Let's see. Yeah, Baron is engaged here. Looks like a turret was picked up in the, I don't know, I think in that mid lane. Fugis, he jumps over the wall into Vanishing Dragon. He's just trying to zone everyone out. Baron is still up. He's just wailing away at Cidoran now. And now it looks like Franklin is split up. On the Hunt comes out. Onslaught of the Shadows is up. He goes in. Based does not pick up the kill, though. Ring a Bell does. Cidoran going down. Based falling to Yar, though. And now Submit unleashing his power. Picking up a kill. Getting excited. 1 for 2 right now in favor of Franklin High School. Yar looking to get even more, though. Taking out Sweet Genius, possibly. He is chasing him. Is it going to be enough? No, Sweet Genius going to speed away with his picks. Oh my gosh. This game's still going. 35 minutes in, 54.3k to 58.3. So nice 4k gold lead in favor of Franklin High School right now. 15 kills to 28. Baron engaged on. Submit is there, and that's who you want on the Baron. You'll be able to take it out very quickly with Submit on a Jinx, especially that powerful. Vanishing Dragon going down to the Super Mega Death Rocket. Playful Trickster was not up, was used to try to get away from that engage, but Super Mega Death Rocket being able to pick up the kill in the backline. Baron going over to Franklin High School now, and Infinity Death getting the smite this time. Good job, bro. 16 assists on him. He's really come back from that early game. He has not died since, I believe, the 15 to 20 minute mark. So doing very well. Meanwhile, another turret picked up for Hazen, and it's not really to their own accord. It's the inner top lane turret because of minions, I believe, but nicely played regardless. They need everything they can get right now, even if it's not even their own doing, even if it's just minions. But the main story here, Baron on the side of Franklin High School. And they have the dragon advantage as well. Almost to that 4-dragon mark. We'll see what happens. Looks like Infinity Death is going to place some wards around dragon, or at least take out the Scuddler, the Rift Scuddler as it's called. Get the vision that way, and that'll also provide a speed boost. Blue buff gonna go over to Yar, which is, of course, who you wanted on. So much power to Yar right now. I'm going to touch on items. I haven't touched on too many items. I touched on the Frozen Mountain top lane for Fuges, but haven't really touched on too much else. Let's look at Yar right now. Void Staff, Death Cap, Ludens, and Archangel Staff, along with Sorcerer's Boots. He's 1 item away from a full 6-item build. And he doesn't have too much in the bank right now, so he just completed his 5th item. So has a little bit way to go, but has a huge amount of power in his R's alone. His Bio Arcane Barrage. I actually think his R. I think his W is Bio Arcane Barrage. What is his? Living Artillery. Living Artillery. So much power in the Living Artillery right now. He's able to zone off the enemy with just his Living Artillery. Mid inhibitor turret and inhibitor going down in favor of Franklin, and that's just going to put more pressure onto Hazen. And now tanking up the turret. That's another turret going down. 3 turrets to 6 now. 2 turrets in the last minute. Franklin taking advantage of this Baron buff. Ooh, a lot of power on the side of Sweet Genius as well. Let's not count that him out. You know, Lulu is a female. So looks like Franklin looking to pressure the top lane inhibitor turret. They get it down to half health. On the hunt coming out base. Gunning for Submit on the Onslaught of Shadows coming out, but he's back there by himself, and Submit just destroys him. Wrecked face, he has Last Whisper, Vanishing Dragon, maybe the second one to go down, and actually does. No, Vanishing Dragon actually makes it out. Submit on the chase though, and that is a 4-for-1 right now. Top lane inhibitor going down, that might just be game. Submit is full health, Fuges is full health. He's going to tank up the Death Star laser, I should call it. I almost called it Super Mega Laser, but as a Super Mega Death Rocket, Submit just going to take up this laser by himself. Has a lot to offer as well. There's the second Nexus turret going down. That is Nexus going down. That is Franklin 2-0 in Hazen. Get on your vent for the 3rd place spot in, or the 3rd place match in the Winter Finals. Congratulations to them. All right, but I think that's going to be it for tonight. My name is Joshua Fekes Quest. Check me out on Twitter at Fekes, P-H-E-Q-E-S. That is twitter.com/PHEQES. You can also go check out hsstarleague.com. You can find all of our social medias there. But if you don't want to go there, you can also go to Facebook/HSStarleague or Twitter/HSStarleague. Or if you want to check out our VODs, YouTubes, interviews, whatever, go to youtubes.com/HSStarleague. And of course, don't forget to pick up your favorite HSL t-shirt at hssstarleague.com/shop. My name is Joshua Fekes Quest. Thanks for joining me, and I will be back some other time. Have a good night. Congratulations to Franklin High School.